T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. And on the mound now, Logan Gilbert.
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Xavier Edwards leading things off and takes a strike. Here comes a pitch.
1-1.
Line drive. Drops into the glove. One up, one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First pitch, and he just misses. Norby batting second in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. One out, base is empty. And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And two away now.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Two outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park. And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Bottom of the first, stepping in, Victor Robles. That smash towards center. Stowers makes the catch. One down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Two down, base is empty. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. There's the strike.
No balls, one strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball outside.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mariners go down quietly there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. Outside low, 1-0. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. That one misses.
Nope,
ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. Mervis leads off first with 1 away. In for a strike. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
First and second, 1 out. Davison de los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second. And it's quickly 0-2. The designated hitter.
2 strikes. One, 2.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Slides for the stop. Got him. Nice play. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. First pitch just misses.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Out in front and foul to the left side. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Now here is Luke Raley. That one
That's
missed.
Down. That's a ball.
One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Alcantara over to first.
Hey.
And downstairs.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they hold him at second. Two on, one out. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off. Slow roller up the middle. Right. There's one. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Nick Fortes. Gilbert back to work. That one a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
And there's the ball.
2-0.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Good job to fight that one off. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Fortes gets his lead at first, nobody out. Check swing on a 1-0. Appeal to third. No swing. Right through there for a strike. Bunting for a hit. Moore to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
First and second, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Connor Norby. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike. First and second here, no outs. Got him! He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
And now, Jesus Sanchez. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And the Marlins jump out in front. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Next to hit, Matt Mervis. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Check swing, called strike.
0-2.
What a stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Set for the bottom of the third. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. So a man at first. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. And it gets by him. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Ball one there. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Misses outside. Now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses, and that's ball three. And that one clips the corner. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one the other way. That's a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
This one in the air, center field. Stowers settles under this one, brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So up next, Cal Raleigh. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 3-3.
Nicely done. Brings home two. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Raleigh around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
One gone, runner at first. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Arozarena dives back. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
0-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2. One and two.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Arozarena over at first with one away. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone. That one fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. He hit into a double play his first time up. Just missed.
Outside.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. So they're all loaded up. Jorge Polanco, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that clips the inside corner.
0-1.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 0-2 now. Got him looking. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 4 and the Marlins 3. as we go to the top of the fourth. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. Conine, 27 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner, in my opinion.
Next pitch just misses, and it's 1-2.
Ball.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next offering is down low.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there at the knees, strike one.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swings through that.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's towards center. Rodriguez settles under it. And there's one down. And here is Kyle Stowers. Swinging a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Way high there, and it's 1-0. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off down the right side.
That's a ball.
Too low, and it's ball 3. Xavier Edwards in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 2. Line drive, that's a base hit. Conine rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Connor Norby will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Late swing, fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Tied at 4. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom 4, now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Just missed.
Well, these Mariners really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
And that's outside. And now 3-1.
3-1.
Foul ball there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Victor Robles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. First offering. Runner goes. And there's a foul ball. Robles, the base runner at first with 1 out. Alcantara over to first.
Hey.
Robles dives back in. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Coming in as the pinch runner, Dominic Canzone. That one not close. And 1-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with Edwards. Off-balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it. That is the inning. One left for Seattle. Still all square at 4 apiece. Dominic Canzone now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Jesus Sanchez getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside.
2-2.
It's 2-2. And a good eye there.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Count is full.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And the batter now, Jonah Bride, right through there for a strike. Tied at 4. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. And there's one away. And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. And that is out of play. Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late, gave up on it a little bit early.
Conine stands in now and watches strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Check swing, and he went 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. One left for Miami. This game's all tied at 4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Well, the numbers show us how well they've dealt with off-speed pitches. 7 of their hits have come against those offerings, so they're seeing the ball really well out of the pitcher's hand today.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. On the ground. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Next to hit, Luke Raley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped to first. Caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
In now is the Mariners DH, Mitch Haniger. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. A dive, he's got it. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Runner at first with 2 away. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Breaking ball misses down and away. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi preparing to come on if needed. Martinez also throwing.